my trade, stuck in this time, alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. No audience claps, no one to cheer, just me in the market, year after year. My phone pings once a spam email plea, boost your followers, be a celebrity. I delete it fast like a bad trade gone wrong, cause my world's in the lines where the trends belong. Volume spikes, then it drops to a crawl. I sip cold coffee, stare at the wall. Lonely days, but I can't look away. This is my life, for better or worse, okay? I watch the ticks, they dance in the dark. No likes, no comments, just my beating heart. Full port, empty room, what's the cost? Is this a profit or just a lost cause? Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time, alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Maybe I should log off, go outside, breathe the air, see the sunrise. But the market waits, it never sleeps, and I'm addicted to the chase, the secret it keeps. What if I win? What if I lose? Does it matter if no one's here to choose? I guess I'll stay in this digital cage, trading my days, page after page. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time, alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to know. TikTok trends fade, YouTube stars align. But I'm here with my trade, stuck in this time, alone in the charts where the numbers collide. Futures rise and fall, but I'm by my side. Screen fades to black, I close my eyes. Tomorrow's a new chart, a new disguise. Lonely days, but I'll wake up again, cause in the end, the market's my only friend. Alone in the charts, I'm a one-man show. Candlesticks for hours, no one to
I don't guess I had it turned on, activated. Sorry about that. Methodical Man's got the switch on. Yeah, I forgot to hit the live screen there, Will. I thought I hit it, but I got two different charts, so I didn't hit it on the right one. What's up, Mike Freedom? How are you doing? I'm not really sure who that is. Does he also trade the NASDAQ milk? I can copy paste him and look him up real quick. Oh, that's a stock. Oh no, we don't. No, we don't follow that stock. Sorry. Dude, gold took off, guys. Come on. We took $100 winner on gold a while ago. Just one. Let's see. I only took 2 trades in the New York session today. I did take a couple losers on my funded futures TV today, but uh-oh, did I get tagged out? No, it didn't. My short this morning came off the midnight candle. We still didn't get the play that we wanted this morning. Let's see. So this morning we were aiming for the 4-hour short. The 4-hour candle here. Where is that candle at? I want to say it was this one here. So when this candle finally printed right here, before this one pushed all the way back up like 100 points, we pretty much just kind of tapped into the midnight candle here, then pushed down to about 40 points. This was our funded trade this morning, below the midnight opener. And then we long right here on an eval. So when this pushed above this pivot here around the 460s, we got long here. We did have to sit through a little drawdown, but as you can see, it never broke the low here. And so it finally broke out to the top. Unfortunately, I didn't get the full profit. So what was happening is I was up 50 points. And see this big, see that big wick right there? This thing came all the way back down here. It didn't hit my stop loss. Then the very next candle whipped back up 60 points. So the diamond hands folded this morning on that play. We folded. Not that I'm aware of. So Luce has already sent you a code to celebrate the $100 million payout? No. Let me check the emails real quick. I don't ever look at emails that well, but we will take a look. No, I don't think I've gotten anything from them. No. Unless it's in the account under a free account or something. I don't know. I haven't really checked. I need to request some free accounts again so I can do some giveaways. Okay, so I can submit a new quest in 2 days. So in 2 more days, I can request 4 or 5 more Bulanox giveaways, guys. So I only can do it every 21 days. So we're still targeting the 50 up here. Dude, I feel like we could go so much higher if we get through the let's see here. Where is the previous day highs and lows? We're just going to kind of just wing it and see where it goes from here. So as you can see, we ran that previous low candle from yesterday. That's what was stopping us from pushing up high this morning. So we had a protected high at the top up here. So that's why we never could push past the 44s this morning. And this thing could easily reverse and come back around on us, but I'm thinking we at least get to the 50s here. I'm just not sure if we get through the 50s. Yeah, I always stream at nighttime. Usually from like 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock. Then also the New York session from 9 o'clock till 12:30. So I do 2 hours, 2.5 hours or so on my stream. And then I go to My Funded Futures and stream over there for an hour with the Methodical Man. They also do a lot of giveaways on My Funded Futures. If you guys are looking for a chance to win, they usually do 5 or 6 giveaways every day. And I want to say My Funded Futures just came out with a new account. I think they have a new account that's like $49 for the first time users or something like that with their accounts. So they just came out with something new. I need to get a little bit more information on it though. Like I said, I definitely think you get the 50s. I'm just not sure past that. Now, if we get through the 50s, I don't think there's no stopping this thing from going up 100 points. At least then 380 will be your next target to the top side if we get through the 350s here. But we could completely reverse off the 350s. And that's right at the bottom of this swing here. You can see that this is the swing. So if you hit that, more likely you're going to pull back off the 50s. Then if you get through the 50s, your next swing is going to be up there at 367 at the previous day close. So technically that's the safer of the play if you're just looking for an easier target. Excuse me. Paul, it did take me a little bit of practice to get used to trade at this time of the night. Well, we did take a gold trade earlier, so tonight we're up 151 so far if we close out the trade at this moment. We're still kind of watching gold too. Gold's already had multiple plays. Man, gold is just banging right now, guys. And usually if gold is going up, the NQ is going down. So in some cases. I don't know if anybody here is banging on the gold. No, I don't trade oil. Let's see, we're at our key support level here, guys. We could reverse here, but if we can get above 350s, we should get a nice push up tonight. So we're going to go ahead and at least lock in 20 points in case it comes back down. Because your next target up is going to be 67. I'm not sure who that is. I can Google their name or put their name in the YouTube over here. Woo! Explosion through the 50s, guys. I did not expect this kind of explosion. Should be running to our next resistance. Let's see. 400's up there. Avis. All right. I'll look up that. Is that a YouTube channel? That Avis? Avis? I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Is that you, Avis? With the are you from India? Is that where you're from, Avis? I guess I'm saying. If I'm sorry if I'm saying that wrong. There's like 3 different ones. There's one guy with a blue shirt. Oh, Pakistan. Okay, there's one guy with a blue short shirt. Then there's another guy with a green blue shirt, kind of green stripes, with the same name. One guy's got 5 subscribers and one guy's got 1. Unless you're the gentleman in the middle. Then there's one just red and with an A. Avisva. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. I feel like I'm butchering that name if I keep trying to pronounce it. Oh, goodness. Sorry about that. One Direction straight chop, Will. If we can, yeah, we longed right before the Asia Open. And as soon as we printed above this little consolidation period here and we wigged back into it, we took the long. So if the previous day close hold here, we should get another nice push. So you see that the red marker here, that's your midnight opening candle from last night. So usually that's quite a bit resistance here. Let's see. So is that pronounced barrier? Why am I spamming barrier? Well, I put it in YouTube a while ago. Because I thought you wanted me to look up the YouTube channel. So if we can print above the midnight candle here, we'll move our take profit right there under the previous day close. What's up, Fish Lips? Dude, I think by the end of the night, we could go to the previous day high by the end of the night. Dude, we're going to be targeting all the way up here to the top at the 520s. Because look, we ran that previous day low. Remember how we talked about Methodical Man was telling me that's a protected high sitting up there at 540, 557, 547, something like that up there? No, 547. And we never did break the previous day high for the last 2 days. We finally ran that low. So I just feel like it may take all night to get there. It could take all the way until London session to get up there, but I feel like that's where we're going. Dude, this thing's on a mission. Now, this may offer another opportunity. You just want to say a pullback into these wicks right here. So you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You're going to have 8 or 9 candles here for good support for us to pull back into for another possible entry. Justin, we are on MNQ. 5-minute charts. And we're trading on Ninja Trader. Like I said, I think this thing's going to offer another entry right here. You just kind of want to see retest some of these wicks. Oh, I'm like, why is it so quiet over there? Methodical Man got off. We also had another nice retest of the previous day close. You see that nice retest of the previous day close there? That was another nice retest. How you doing tonight, Fish Lips? Dude, that's pretty good. You had a nice green day today. You know, especially what the market was like this morning. So far, man, we got a win streak finally going back. We got 2 days in a row of green on the funded. So let's hopefully that keeps up tomorrow. We need about 6 or 7 more of those so we can get another payout with Bulenox. I was hoping to get that this month, but man, last week sucked. Here comes your pullback here into those wicks, guys. So if you're going to look for a long off the 80, if we retest that 80, you could almost just have like less than a 10-point stop loss. Yeah, last week sucked butt, dude. I was just trying to survive last week's price action with my fundeds. So last week was really hard for me. That was the first red week I had on my fundeds in a long time. I want to say we were like $200 in the red on one account and like $100 in the red on another. So It was definitely a red week for me as far as my main fundeds that we trade all the time. Man, you're $60 away from a $2,700 payout. Crazy. Oh, Fish Lips got the jitteries, man. You're like $60 away from a $2,700 payout. I don't blame you. Jam, I usually trade mostly all support and resistance. So whenever I was looking at this trade, we got about a, you see this one candle right here? We already consolidated here for quite a few minutes. This candle here pushed back into a pivot, and I like to trade above pivot sometimes. And then when this next candle printed, it pushed back into our support and held, and that's where we got long. And we're also longing after it's done kind of bump heads with the whole number quite a few times. We already ran the previous day low. So usually anytime you run that previous day low and it holds, you usually get a big move back to the top side. So mainly just trading off support and resistance, whole numbers, just kind of a combination of those type of things. No really like, you know, it has to run a low, it has to run a high, or that type of thing. It's just super simple concept. Just support and resistance. Everything that's on my charts is all level base. So this is the previous day close, the previous day open. Like right now, we're kind of bumping heads in the previous day open here at the 422. We got another pivot up here, and we're targeting the previous day high all the way up here at 520. And this dotted line that you see here is the this is MNQ. So we're trading off $25,000 accounts or $15, $1,500. So I only get $1,500 of drawdown. So we're just trading on micros because I really can't trade off minis because it would just destroy my account for if I took a bad loss. If the longs are continue, guys, this 80 level has got to hold up. Because this thing could come back and balance out this big fair value gap down here, kind of pull into the middle, like where the 50s are at, then go back up. I hope not, but you never know. We may struggle getting through the 460s. There's a lot of consolidation through here, so we may struggle getting through this. You can see all this consolidation back through here, so we may struggle getting through that. The session mids at the 407 here. Yeah, shoot, man. Yeah, I didn't know if we would get stuck here. We could get that pullback all the way down into the 300s. We're at another pivot here that I don't have marked out. That's at 398. Oh, where we ran the low of that yesterday's low from that big whatever that big 3 o'clock candle, 4 o'clock candle that happened the day before at that previous day low. That's that one methodical man that we were talking about this morning, how that leg was a protected high and we needed to run that leg for us to break up above the next high. So I'm thinking that, man, we may end up running. Oh no, why did I accidentally hit a buy button. Sorry about that. I don't know why I did that. I accidentally put a buy on by accident. I was trying to look at something and I hit the buy button. So I ended up buying a freaking contract there at the 400s. We're on the MNQ. I may need to just sell this contract backed off. Yes, this is Ninja Trader. We'll move it back to this swing here. This way, if it does pull back. You've only been getting these 600 to 700 points lately. Dude, the market has been very tough trading lately, fish lips. Sorry if I miss anybody's messages, guys. I'll have to go back and look at the chats because I have like 3 different chats, guys. Yeah, this reminds me of last April whenever we were having all that tariff news. It's almost like the same thing. I definitely feel like we have some kind of pullback or reversal here. We just have too much support here. If you look to the left, there's so many down candles. If it does pull back, we can always look for another entry. I wouldn't be surprised we get a pushback down into like the 750 or 350s. Thank you for the gifts. I'll have to look and see what I'm not even sure what those are on the short forms. Uh, what's up, Butterfly? We've been long since 320. We got long way down here. I accidentally hit the a contract ad, and so it moved my average up to 359. What's up, Paco? How are you doing tonight? Yeah, no, nice big move up. I think we go all the way up to the previous day high tonight. That I'm not sure. I'm going to give this very, very little room, guys. If it passes the 80, we'll close this. Very, very cheap trade. Yeah, we longed out that midnight opening candle that we have marked out with the yellow line on top of all this resistance, just looking for 5 points. It may not hold. I don't know, because we could easily have a pushback down to the 50s here. So, like I said, we may come through this target. Don't really know yet. It looks like it wants to go through. We're only in it for 2 points. All right, so it looks like it's going to come through. All right, we will pull fib on this whole move. I mean, we still have not broke through this. If this area holds, we'll try to long again. I want to say we'd almost have to have a pullback, what, 350s or something like that, possible? 350s to retest that area. Or even the 368s at the previous day close. We are trading with the prop firms. We're using 25Ks or 50K with prop firms, which is basically like $1,500 in drawdown or $2,500 in drawdown. And tonight we were trading with Bulanox on one of their evals. I only trade my funded during the New York session. So if you want to take funded trades with me or watch me take funded trades, those are always in the New York session. So the 50% of this move down, like I said, it's going to be the 350. Yeah, Asia's had some nice movement recently. Next level is 24,400. Yeah, we already ran into that 24,400. I still think we got more room to the top side. We just need some kind of pullback here, DB. I haven't traded the New York in 3 days. Hey, there's nothing wrong with taking a break, Nick. I take breaks from my funded accounts all the time. If I'm especially if I'm struggling a little bit. So well, I don't mind trading the Asia market with evals. I just won't do it with a funded account. Like I said, we almost need to pull back to the 50 here. Oh, shoot. Or even the like 40s or something. Just got to be patient. Just wait for it to finish pulling back here. Let's see. What was I looking at? Oh. Because remember, the nighttime likes pulling back to that 50%, guys. Fish Lips, are you going to try to make that $60 tonight, or are you going to wait till the New York session? Oh, excuse me. Is there anybody in a long or short right now? Oh, you're just waiting. The longs are crying. Oh. We're still trying to flip over to gold and see if gold's going to offer another setup. You're on a long here. I think as long as you can push back up to back above this midnight opener where I tried to long a few minutes ago, as long as you can handle drawdown back to the possible 50, I think you'll be fine. But just know that we could possibly get that 50% pullback here. I'm not sure how heavy you're in. Yeah, that pivot was kind of a nice short there. I just wasn't sure if it was going to hold tonight, but there's a lot of consolidation to the top side. We got all that excitement when the market opened, and now we're just kind of just sitting here. Yeah, I don't really know if we're going to pull back into that gap or not. I mean, it could continue higher here. I think the good sign here, if we can get back above the 400s. 370 will be 30 points on the eval. Yeah, that's sitting right there on top of that previous day close. So that's usually always a nice spot. We're also about to have a new 5-minute candle here in about 30 seconds. What's up, Demon? How are you doing? Go short for tomorrow. I'm sitting on the sidelines. We're just kind of waiting to see what's going to happen here. I mean, I don't see how we don't at least hit the 370s for that previous day close. Then after that, I'm not really sure. Oh, excuse me. Man, I cannot stop yawning tonight. We've already taken the 375. Oh, should have taken the 375. Okay, I got what you're saying. Oh, goodness. There's nothing worse when you're in a longer short here and the market just kind of stops and it's just kind of trading sideways and you're just sitting here, especially if you're in the red or something, and there's not really a lot you can do. So that's always the crappiest time to be stuck in trades. I'm not really sure. I have not been following any news lately. Man, I pretty much just stare at charts all morning and all night. Then in between, I'm usually just kind of hanging out with the wife or doing just what I have to do to go take care of normal everyday life stuff. I really haven't been following it very well. I know I keep hearing news. There's your 70 off that previous day close. Uh-oh, Nick's got a case of the paper hands. Gold's pushing, Jimmy. I only take gold longs, but I have to have a gold pullback. Is a methodical man in a gold trade? Does anybody know? Just watch out for your 50% pullback here. Yeah, I'm on the 5 minutes, brother. Like I still kind of like the longs here. Long as you're just looking for 350 to hold here. $350 to $330 is what needs to hold here. You're up 160 so far. Nice. And that is something I don't really watch. The U.S. 10-year yield. I'm guessing that. Yeah, I don't really watch anything else besides the pretty much NQ and the ES. Yeah, this is an inversion. Yeah, I'll keep a very tight leash on this. If I feel like we're going to break those 33s, we'll close. But we could move back up here off the 50%. Let's see where that is. 35. Remember, this could blast through it. It's got a lot of volume to the downside. We're only looking for 5 points in a runner here. And we're at the 50% of the total move. So if you pull fib on this, we had the 50% marked. Let me mark it back. I'm going to the store for beer. Oh, goodness. I'm usually just looking at support and resistance. I mean, you can kind of see all the support and resistance kind of in this area here. Just looking for consolidation zones. You know, they're never 100% like anything in trading. And it may not even get down to us. It may end up bouncing in this spot here because, like I said, this is the 50% of the move here. Then the line in the sand will be kind of like the 20 area, kind of where you have all these wicks down here. We may end up missing it. Like I said, the nighttime likes the 50%. So a lot of times if you're looking for like nice bounces, just pull, mark out the 50%. And we always constantly will get bounces. If you're just looking for scalping type trades, like 5 or 10 points, the 50% almost pays every single night. in the Asia market. Yeah, I'm only entering this trade with 3 micros. And if I feel like the trade's gonna go against me, we'll just close it. We will not sit through drawdown. I'd rather just close the trade. We definitely don't want to do that just because you never know. No stops. Are you talking about fish lips trades where he don't use stop loss? I don't really do any kind of like training sessions there, Desk. Yeah. I'll take some fish lips trades every now and then, Will. If you ever see me taking like those 25 trades like back into discounts and stuff, those are fish lips trades. Like, I'm pretty sure fish lip is long from 50 right now. He's looking for a push back up to 75. Yeah, I already knew he was long from 50. Yep. He's looking for 75 to 70 to 75 to get hit. Just another day of chaos. Everything's just taking off support and resistance pretty much. I mean, especially in the night, this nighttime, support and resistance is the best most of the time. I'm not looking at the 1-minute charts. More likely is because of all this support and resistance here. Because you got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A lot of candles in this area here. You can look to the left and see that we've been bouncing out of this spot a lot. Look at all this consolidation in this area. Unfortunately, we're about 10 points off. I was looking for 36 to get hit, and we may not get the pullback here to get our entry. No. Man. Looks like we're going to miss that whole move up there, fish lips. Unless it starts coming back, we may try it one more time if we feel like it's going to pull back. Nice 50 to 75. For anybody that likes trading whole numbers. I don't know if there's anybody here that constantly trades off whole numbers. So I like to trade in between whole numbers. That's like one of my favorite things to do around support and resistance. So I'll never take the first trade into a whole number. I don't think I have a lifetime P&L. I could say probably red if you look over probably my first 2.5 years, which I've only been doing this for 2.5 years. I think the only people that need to probably show those is the ones that's probably trying to sell you a course or maybe teach you how to trade or something like that. You know, if you're buying a course from them or something, that's probably the information you want to ask if you're, you know, buying something from them or they're selling you something. Sell, sell, sell. Or the paid discords that are out there. I don't know. There's possibility. No, I don't want to say all of them. Thank you, Neo. Have a good night, man. All right, so what were you asking, Foxy? Well, the 1 minute you're missing good trade. I don't usually trade the 1 minute charts. I find myself taking a lot more just stupid, not such good trades. I don't usually do that well in the 1 minutes. The 5 minutes allows me to be a little bit more patient, so we just kind of stick to the 5 minute charts. So are you looking for the 325 fish flips? You think we get back to the 325s? Uh, I'm still going to take mine at 36. Uh, I have used the 21 EMA. I haven't really used it in a long time just because everything I trade is pretty much off support resistance. So I don't really have had to use the EMAs. The only time I use the EMAs is on my Rico candles. I do have the EMAs on there, but just normal candles. I just don't ever use the EMAs. At least I haven't in a while. I used to. I used to use like the 20 or the 9, the 21, the 50, the VWAP, the 200. I used a lot of those in the past. I just haven't used them in a while. Yeah, they're definitely different from time frame to time frame. I mean, I still get plenty of winning trades without them. I mean, I don't feel like they would stop me from taking the trades that I trade most of the days. And a reason why sometimes I don't use them because I would find myself judging my trades based off on what the EMAs are doing. Thanks, Foxy. Have a good evening, man. Hmm. Fish lips, you getting that 100-degree weather? It says you guys having a good one. Break a leg. Left with the price action. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'll just stick to the pivots and trend lines and, you know, support, resistance, and hold numbers. Like I said, we could easily blast this level here, so there's no guarantees whenever you're trading into consolidation. Yes, we trade the opening every single day. That's where we trade all of our funded accounts. We don't ever trade funded accounts in the Asian market. All of our fundeds are taken in the New York session. Hopefully our streak continue. We had a really good run there for a while in the New York session. I don't think we took one loss for like a month and a half. Then, man, ever since last week, it has not been like that. Let's see. On my main fundeds, I did take a loss in February, but not my main fundeds, the ones that I work on getting payouts on. Let's see. One, two, three, four. So from December till March, we took 4 losses on our fundeds. And so far in March on this account, we've taken 2 for the month of March. So for almost 3 straight months, we've only had like 6 total losses on our main funded. With that funded account. And we mainly just been focusing on those 2. This account, I did not take one single loss all of February going into March. So we almost had a 2-month win streak until last week. Then we've taken 3 losses in the last 2 weeks. So this month has been very tough for me as far as my accounts go. I have been watching gold. I did take a gold trade tonight. Oh, shoot. Let me mark. I'm not paying attention. We did take like $100 trade in gold a while ago. It's pretty much the same strategy that you see Methodical Man over there taking. You're short bias until we break. Yeah, same here. I mean, that's pretty smart. Be short bias below that 380. I think you even probably could have took a nice retest of that 380 while I go off that midnight candle. Yeah, we usually share all of our fundeds. If I blow a funded, I usually try to tell everybody. So like my last funded that we blew up was probably my Lucid funded, which was 2 weeks ago. We revenge trade our Lucid funded. I was kind of pissed off I did it because I was only like what $400 or $500 from at least getting to a $500 payout on that one, Nick. And we We revenge trade with double the size. And when you only get $1,000 in drawdown, that shit does not last very long, man. It will blow up in a blink. So now we're back trying to pass an eval with well, not blue blocks, elusive. I think we're almost halfway there, Nick. But today I just didn't get a lot of opportunities to trade. I think we're sitting at like 6 something, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see. Yeah, we're sitting at 691. So I got to get to what, 1250. So what is that? 300. You burnt 3 evals in 5 hours a couple of days ago. I did blow up my Bulanox eval the other day, Nick. Going over leveraged. I dropped the hammer on it. Like let's put on a couple minis and see if we can grab $1,000, and it didn't work. Unfortunately, we will blow up some 90% evals every now and then. I was trying to get to 10 fundeds with Bulanox, but we still need to get about 4 more passed. Not if you did 6. Holy crap. What were you, just full porting them fish lips? God. Okay, no. Yeah, that's about $120 there, man. Or what, 113. Yeah, you were mad at the market. It really depends on where you're at in your trading journey, S-Dub. If you're good at passing prop firms like Elusive, or there's a My Funded Futures, most of their accounts you can get for like $50 to $70, but you're paying more up front. Now, if you're not very good at passing evals, like maybe Bulanox, because you can pick them up for right now for $15 and $19. But you do pay more on the back end with Bulanox. But if you're not good at passing evals, you're going to spend a lot of money on Elusive or My Funded Futures also, because you're paying more money up front. And there's also Apex, but that I haven't really been following. Yeah, the activation fee is a lot more on Bulanox. So their activation fee is $143 and $148. But you got to think, if you blow, what, 3 evals with Elusive, you're already in it for, what, $70 a piece? So, 2 evals, you're already at what you would spend on Bulanox. So I think it really depends on. So what are you trading, Nick? The 50Ks? Okay, you're already up 2,000 this week. Dude, that's already enough for a payout, right? Is that on a funded account that you're up $2,000, Nick? Yeah, if you're good at trading personal funded, shoot, that's something that I want to get to also, is start trading a cash account. We're going to keep a very short leash on this, guys, if it starts pulling down. I'm not short. I'm looking for a long, Nicholas. I think Nick in the other, I think he was shorting around the 80 level. Did we get missed here? So we may hit you could go about 5 or 10 points through this level here. So let me go down to 35 actually, since it already hit that level and missed it. Dude, if this thing goes all the way back up again, I don't know if we want to try the third time. Remember, guys, we're only in 3 micros, and it's an eval. And we're just trying to add to our winner. Yeah, if it gets through the 30s to the 25s here, I'm gonna have to change my bias to bearish. $3.25 is possible. Yeah, very much 25 is possible. I'm definitely looking for the 33, 32s to get hit. We're about to have a new 5-minute candle here. Three seconds. Oh, don't miss. This thing's going to end up missing us by like a point, isn't it? Nope. Come on. What's Methodical Man? Is Methodical Man am I fading Methodical Man? Let me find Methodical Man real quick. Is he in a gold short or a NASDAQ short, guys? I can't find him. Oh, maybe. I got like so much stuff open. Oh, there it is. I was like, where's that? Where did we hit? Did we get to 37? Dude, we hit 37 on the nose. Son of a bee. I didn't say anything. I was just looking for a bounce off the 36, but man, we hit the 37 and bounced. Oh, goodness. Ooh, I don't know about this third push here, guys. Man, the third push is always a little bit on the scary side. It says I need to get a few evals and start working on getting funded. I think as long as you trade small on your fundeds, you can keep your fundeds. I guess it really depends on how you're plan on treating your accounts. If you're trading the overall, like let's just say your goal was just to throw a lot of money at it and take the win percentage on going in heavy. It's kind of like Nick over here. That's what he does. I think, where I think last month you said you got what 5,000 in payouts, but you spent like 1,000 or something like that, Nick. What is that, eval? Yeah, prop firm evaluation. It's just a way to trade without trading like a cash account. We've been staying afloat. We've taken like probably 3 losses over the last week and a half in the New York session. Now that's funded. Eval's probably a lot more losses. I don't know how many, but your nickname's Bubba. It says Tom Sapo pattern. New video about the strategy coming soon. This channel. Oh goodness. You're thinking we flush here? Very, very possibility. I don't know how much I like this third push, Nick. So are you still holding your short, Nick, from the 80 up there? Did anybody get a free account from Lucif? Someone said something about Lucif was doing free accounts. Did anybody get a free account from Lucif? They said they did free accounts for like their $100 million win, but I never got anything. So, or maybe I don't buy enough accounts from them. That's a possibility too. You sold way too early. Mm. Sorry, I keep have to look behind me. All my screens are behind, not screens, but like the screens that I stream on are behind me. Two more days, I can request a couple more free accounts. So I just got to wait 2 more days, guys. So this is going to be very, very risky taking this on the third hit. I feel like I missed the 15, 20 point pullback there off the 37. So we had 36 picked out, but it looks like 37 might have been the one there to try to get a quick little 10 to 15 points. Did I take my trade off by accident? No, I didn't. Nice. Already a 10-point ripper out the gate. Dude, that was the level, Nick. That was the level we were waiting on. We've been sitting here waiting on this level for like the last, what, 15, 20 minutes to hit. I thought I missed it because we hit the 37. I wasn't sure if we were going to get the bounce or not. Right off. Oh, it was a 61.8 off the 30. Nice. Look at the fib paying the bills. I didn't even pull the fib. We're on the 5 minutes, Bubba. The runner could get stopped out though. So yeah, we've been having some pretty crazy price action from the news plays off of whatever. I don't ever follow them, so I couldn't tell you what's on the True Social. I think somebody said they were going to start following True Social so that they can see if they can get a head start on that, but I don't know if they did. Nice. Was anybody else patient enough to wait for the 36 or 35 area for the long? Yeah, we're trying to wait on a gold play. I feel like Methodical Man is long from there, but I'm not sure. Okay, so he does have a place in there. Do we want to risk a play? That's the key. Let me check the. All right. Yeah, we got long around the 35.36. My fib says 38.22. Uh, all the support and resistance in that area. It never change. I think Fishlip said if you pull fib, this may end up coming back down. So we're making kind of lower highs. Dude. I'm sorry, I was watching gold there. Dirty, dirty, dirty. You're still short from 345? Okay, so you're looking for 300? Dude, come on, gold. All right, runner may get stopped out here, guys. $330 there. Missed it by a tick too. Dirty, dirty, dirty. That I'm not sure. I don't know if it's going to bounce of what we've already pushed down here. This will be the fourth time we push down into these levels. So I'm not sure if we're going to bounce again. You're going to wait for the 300s. Oh, sorry about that. Because there's times where I don't hit it, Nick, and it'll just blow through my entry. And so it's just a way for me to stay safe. Because, I mean, if I hit the entry, say, like 3 times, but if I blow up my whole account on one trade, it kind of, yeah. Yeah, but it don't always work. You know, it don't always hold, though. Yeah, that's my only thing. It don't always hold. Got another retest of that area. I was trying to grab a gold trade. Look how does the gold pop here one more time? You're on the tall screen. I don't really know. I don't really have a percentage. I've never done any kind of like. They're different. I guess they're different all the time. I don't guess we're going to get that gold trade, guys. I was going to go in with one mini with gold. But we missed this. It would have missed. I mean, I'm talking about it missed by like a point. I mean, look how close this thing would have came. So my entry would have been at the 50, 45, 22. And this thing came down to 22.5. So it missed us by half a point. It's because Methodical Man was trying to take it. That's what it was. We'll blame that one on Methodical Man. We're blaming it on Methodical Man. I know, which is kind of weird, Kenny, because usually I've always thought gold and the NASDAQ to do like two different things. Yeah, but see, I don't take consistent trades. Like, I don't always take the same trade. I take trades off so many different levels. So, like, whole number levels, Fibonacci pullbacks, pivots, previous day opens, previous day close, previous day opens, previous day high, lows. I mean, just a numerous of different things. Nothing's every day. It's a little different. Off of the 15-minute opening range, a lot of times in the morning. So the trade we took this morning was off the midnight candle. So this was our funded trade this morning. So we got below the midnight opening. We wigged back into it, and we took this trade for 30 points this morning with the funded account. Then we took one more trade this morning, and it was above this pivot at 460, but my diamond hands crumbled and we got stopped out because I closed it, and it never even hit my stop loss. That was the only sucky thing. Trade some oil, dude. Oil will wreck you up, man. The amount of money it takes to trade oil is insane. Dude, oil is going up a lot tonight. That crap's all the way up to $90. What the crap? We need to get off that oil. We don't want to be messing around over there and accidentally take that on a trade. We've already had Nick over here in our other lobby. Yeah, Fish Lips is over there in the horizontal lobby, Paco. Oh, oh goodness. Short, baby, short. It's possibility. I mean, I'm just going to hold this runner unless it just gets stopped out. You'll be a negative $100 as soon as you hit the buy button on gold. So true. I've only taken over there on a sim account one day, and it was like I think I went in with a few micros, and I was down like $800. Yeah, we have a Discord. I can post it here in the chat. Shoot, where'd the Discord go? I guess I may have closed it. I have to get the invite button there. There it is. Last chance to break. We've already taken the first set of contracts. I'm okay with holding this if it comes back and stops me out. I think we're already up like 220 tonight on this eval. So I'm okay if it comes back and stops me out. We're up 275 at the moment. The bull flags. Yeah, the market has been pretty wild the last couple weeks, especially with the rollover last week, the options expiring. What else went on last week? We had FOMC meetings last week. We had all kind of crap going on last week. Last week was just a recipe for disaster with, you know, rollover, contracts expiring, FOMC, and OPEC Friday. So a lot was going on last week. And this week kind of reminds me of last year's April's price action. So we had like crazy price action last April. So I've done like some back testing on some stuff with Methodical one time, and we were going through the month of April, and that whole month was just like a complete disaster of price action, like super wild swings, like all month long. That was during all that tariff news that we were having last year. Oh shoot, we got that was the tag in. I missed it. Let's see if I get lucky. We're not going to enter because we already missed it. Dude. Hardly no drawdown at all. Oh, Methodical man, he's choking over there. Got 20 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. Ooh. Uh-oh. This methodical gonna get caught in the nasty dump here. We gotta go to break even fast on this shit, dude. When you're slapping a mini on gold, whew. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Oh my goodness. That was nuts. Nuts. Woof. Slapping the mini on the gold for 300 bucks. Oh, goodness. Crazy, crazy gold. All right, what did I miss? I'm sorry, guys. I got focused on the gold chart there. Sorry. All right. Back off the gold. Dude, look at gold ripping. Could have got 500 bucks off that. We went in with one mini on gold. I only took 300. We left a lot on the table there. Usually he's supposed to go for 5 points. That's what a methodical man went for. He did the 5 points, but I'm not sure how deep he was in it. I think 3 micros. So what would that be? 150? 150, I think. I would have to ask him. Dude, that setup there, Nick, with the gold. If Methodical Man's in the lobby, he can tell us what the win percentage of it. I'm talking about he's taken like 86 trades, and I think it's only lost like a few times. Like it's insane. Oh yeah, we put the boys on the table. Oh yeah, 95% win rate. Oh yeah, we had a mini on the table, Methodical Man, but I did the back door. I did the back door. I only got 3 points though. So we'd have made 400 bucks off gold tonight. Beulah Knox, fish lips. How How many micros were you in that trade? Oh. Oh, you're in one mini too? Nice. I thought you were puckering up over there. I thought I saw you clenching. When that thing dropped down through there to like the 18 or 16. We saw Methodical Man over there clenched up. Oh, goodness. I don't care, man. Whenever you're in a mini with gold, I always get tense. Because, man, that's like $100 a freaking point. So, oh, my goodness. Right now, we're up 290 and 267 tonight so far. We did the backdoor gold play. So basically what we did is the blue line here, this is my entry level for gold, and we just drop it. We waited for this to push through, and when it was coming back through, dude, look how many points this thing went up. Think if you held the mini, this is a $1,000 play. If you have the boys to hold it, which I don't, there's no way. I'd be like ready to hit the sell button really quick on that. But that's $1,000 play on the minis. Where's my 30 like button? I don't even think. Are you talking about like the? It's going to dump soon. I don't know too much about the gold. The only thing I look at is those swing points, and I only ever take longs. I don't ever take shorts on gold. It's just longs. Nick, if you go to Methodical Man's YouTube page, he's got a video on it that explains how to take those gold trades. Thank you, Will. Yeah, we do X. It's the same name. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm not sure. Give me a minute. I'll tell you. I think we can. I'm pretty sure we can. I'll log into the Elusive account. Am I logged into Elusive right now? Yeah, I'll switch over to Elusive and see if it'll let me take a trade. Well, let me get off the minis. We can't be doing that. Let me get on the micros. I'm pretty sure you can. Yeah, it'll let you trade. Yeah, Lucif will let you play gold. I just took a $15 loss on my Lucif account. So I got down a point. All right. Sorry if I missed some chat stuff. Yeah, we've been in a trade since the 30s. Remember that 36, 34 area? Remember I said that was my long area? And we've been in that long for quite a while. I'm hoping we can hold this trade rest of the night, guys. I hope this thing ends up pushing up all the way up to this previous day close up here. Methodical man, are you going to take that next gold trade down here at 45.20? Don't know. 45.21. I just got stopped out for 20 bucks. Now, it's just a certain entry that you take on those, Nick. Or was that your NASDAQ short? Yeah, Gilbert. We had that long, that 36 marked out down there, 30 between like 33 and 36 area. Yeah, we got that short that one short that we took this morning down to the 4-hour low or the previous 4-hour candle. That's the one we took our funded trade on. Then we only took 2 trades this morning. Then I took a loss on my funded futures this morning on my funded I can't even talk, my funded futures account. But we ended up getting it back, so it worked out fine. But it was also just an eval. Let's see. Let me see if Methodical Man's got this. No, he's over there long in the queue. It says I stopped trading the minis, going back to my old rules. So that was the midnight candle at 80. We're doing good, 44. If we cannot get above the 80s here, that's where I'll start getting a little iffy here. So we got to get through the 80s. a lot of times, whatever side you can get on side of that midnight candle and find support will most of the time stay over there. But there is so much resistance up here into the 400s. Ooh. So here, if we pull back, you kind of want to see it just pull back into that previous day close, because you got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 6 candles of wicks. Yeah, we stream every morning. I mainly just do the night times just to try to build my YouTube channel. It's very hard to get viewers because YouTube usually pushes my channel down in the mornings because I'm such a small channel. And there's so many big channels in the morning time with all like the prop firm streaming and all the other big streamers. So all those channels are going to get pushed first. So most small streamers have to stream in the Asia market or the London session just because you have less competition. So for instance, I've been streaming for 2 years during the New York session. Almost every single day, the New York session for 2 years. And I think I got up to like 800 subscribers. I've been streaming nighttime regularly since the 1st of December. And I'm already up, what, about 1,500 subscribers in, what, 3 months? So, I mean, just kind of tell, you know. So if you're a smaller streamer and you're trying to pick up subscribers, you got to trade the evening time. If you're looking into trading, you know, depending on what kind of streaming service that you're planning on doing. So you got to pick a time that is less competition. We're trading MNQ, so we could come back pretty hard off of the 80s here because that is your midnight candle. So you really don't want us to lose like the 55.50s here. I guess if we start losing there, it'll start getting kind of iffy. We're pretty much bouncing off of that midnight candle. What? Oh, goodness, man. What the hell? Fish Lips, are you watching Methodical, man? Look at all them contracts, man. He looks like he has like a wall of contracts off to the side. Made $1,300 in the Asia in 30 minutes. Heck yeah. All right, guys, we're getting into that bounce spot. Shoot. I want to say that's the 50% area here. So you really don't want to lose this area here. This is kind of where you want to see it start pushing back up. Yes, this is the Asia session or Tokyo session. Tokyo opens at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Holy goodness. I think Fish Lips, go over and look at Methodical Man's page. That dude's he's in like what is that, like 40 contracts? That is insane. Only. Oh my goodness. That is crazy. I want to say he's in long. He longed up there around the previous day close. Yeah, I think he was in long, Nick. Oh goodness. So here's the 50%. So if the bulls are going to hang on, most of the time they will hold the 50% for a push back up. Usually if you start losing the 50 and 60%, then that's kind of usually a good indicator that we're going back down. Has anybody watched the new Daredevil yet? Has anybody watched that series, Daredevil? I don't know if anybody's watched that on Disney Plus yet. I don't think Ryan Reynolds is in Daredevil. I forgot that guy's name, but it's not Ryan Reynolds. Now, I've watched all the previous ones. I've been watching them for a long time, going all the way back on Netflix, DB. But I saw they released a new one this weekend, but I haven't started the new one yet. Yeah, I like most of those series. I'm a Batman guy. Come on, man. How do you not like the Daredevil? Yeah, I like most of that series that they put out. I don't know, it's been a long time ago with what Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Cage. God, what is the guy's first name? The big black guy. His last name is Cage. I can't think of his first name. Luke Cage. That's it. Luke Cage. What else? Iron Fist. Iron Fist was kind of iffy, but I still watched it. Your son makes you watch it. Yeah, Luke. Now they're strictly on Disney Plus because Netflix's contract ran out with Marvels, so they had to switch over. Charlie Cox, thank you. Someone named a user in the TikTok put his name in there. Charlie Cox. That's the one that plays Daredevil. Yes, this would be my second trade of the night. We took along our first. We took this whole move right here up on the very first trade, and then we got long off the 30 with three more contracts. So we're still in it with the runner. So This is a MNQ day to day. So this would be the second trade of the evening. So unless this thing breaks the 30, guys, we're going to hold this trade all the way. So all right, let me get my chats uncovered here. All right. This is about to break the VWAP for the first time. Okay, so you saying futures are basically, oh yeah, you don't have to worry about the expiration date when trading futures like options. You don't have that expiration date. Where's your VWAP sitting at, Nick? Nice one is it's almost like we have equal highs sitting back up there at the 80s. Oh, it's sitting here at 344s. Okay. And what time frame is that, Nick? Is that also the 5 minutes? Are you trading on the 5 minutes, or are you trading on like the lower time, even lower time frame? Five minutes. Okay. How much more time we got to the top of the hour? Most of the time, sometimes shoot, we got a long ways for the top of the hour. Only like 40 minutes. What's up? What's up, Eddie? Yes, sir. Asia market. Pretty much in Asia market, we just trade off support and resistance and Fibonacci. We're trying really hard to get back down in the 30s. If for some crazy reason we push down here, I will set another order down here to try to add in. No, I've been in the long probably for the last at least 30, 40 minutes, man. We've been in this long for quite a while. We got in this long at what? 8:30 or 8:30? and it's almost 9:30. So we've been in this long for like 40 minutes or 50 minutes. We've been here for a while. You got out when it hit 50 points. Did you take the long from down here off of the 36? Oh, you longed when it swept those New York lows. Oh man, that would have been nice to catch that. I wasn't on the charts in time for that one. I was hoping that we would push the New York high up there. I feel like that's where we're going to end up going during the Asia market, is all the way up to the New York high, which is up at 492. If it doesn't break, I'm done. Yeah, we started off with 3 contracts. We sold the first 2 contracts, and this is just a runner. We downsized a little bit because we're already up 270 at the moment. And so we just try to hold on to our profit to later, and later on in the night. That way we don't risk all of our profit in case the trade goes against us. And plus, this is just a 25K eval. And so if I was trading anything bigger than like, 4 or 5 micros, it would just trash it. Dude, the gold just, let's see here. That was the last trade. Dude, gold just paid again. All right, let's see if this level is going to hold or not. It could flush through this level hard here, guys. We'll give it a little whip through here to the 25 and just see. Ah. Still did not get down there. May not get down there. At least not on this candle. Got 40 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. We're doing good, mate. $30 seconds left. 300's going to, I mean, not 300, but 325 will probably be my line in the sand here if we blast the 30s. We got a pivot sent down at 300s. Are you in short or long, Nick? Remember, guys, we done hit this area about 5 or 6 times already, so we could get blasted. Might clear the lows before the pump. That'd be nice. We're just trying to get a couple extra points here if we can. Just looking for like 5 points, like an extra 50 to 60, 70 bucks, something like that. So if we can get tagged in at 33, we're just going to look to get stopped out for these next 5 contracts, like at the 40 or something. Gold paid again. Whew. All right, let's see if we get blasted. Ah. Come on, just a few more. Once we start losing this level, it's going to get very, very shaky for me. Ah, holy shit. That was insane. Oh, God, yeah, I couldn't move my stop loss in time. That was insane. As soon as we lost that level, man, it shot down so freaking hard. So that pretty much put us back to break even. That was insane. Oh, my goodness. All right. All right, let's see if we push back up. That was a crazy, crazy wick there. I was trying to get it below this bounce here is where I was trying to move my stop loss. Because we had about, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We had almost 10 candles there. Then below that, we have our pivot sitting at 300. Covered at 316. Nice. If you're trading the NASDAQ these days, watch the oil. Yeah, I've heard a couple other folks talk about that too. I'm not really looking for anything. The level that we were trying to trade off, it already broke, which was in the 30s. We would need to go down and probably hit that pivot down there unless we can recover the 30s. I mean, I would think it would take us a minute to get through all this consolidation. Yeah, we're live on MNQ, so I mean this is a live market. It's just it is evaluations with on NinjaTrader. Yeah, oil has been leading the way for a while. I'm not sure if that was news or not. I mean, I don't think it was. I think it really depends on where you're at in your trading journey. If you're looking for cheap evals, that would be Bulanox is probably one of the cheapest up front, but more expensive on the back end. Woo. Dude, this thing ain't got no brakes on it at the moment, guys. We still got a minute 30 seconds left on this 5-minute candle. Let's see if we bounce here. You'd almost want to see a retest for this area if you're going to look for anything here. We're just kind of sitting on the sidelines right now, guys. Now, if you get a retest of this previous day close, that might be a nice entry. 5 seconds. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like a pullback into the previous day close. We're about to already have what, a new 5-minute candle here already? No, we're not. Shoot, that's not the 5 minutes. Here's that retest of the previous day close. Like I said, you want to see it retest that previous day close and find support. We got stopped out of our short while ago. I'm glad we did because this thing just kept falling and falling. So that short we took while ago got stopped out. What do we like about Elusive? I think just the easy payouts. They pay pretty fast is what I've heard, even though I haven't got a payout from them yet. And they have pretty good rules on their evals and fundeds. Wow, look at this crazy crap. What the crud, man. Holy crap. No, we didn't take this short. I got stopped out back up here at the 30 level. That was kind of like my line in the sand for the shorts. That was another pivot there at 42, 43. I just don't have it marked out. We're just kind of sitting on the sidelines watching at the moment. Yeah, we're here every day. There was a couple people in the other lobby. I think Nick said he was short way back up there at 344 because he was trading off the, what do you want to call it? The pivot. You were short at 341. Nice. Like I said, we're just kind of sitting on the sideline at the moment. You went long at 39. Nice, man. Oh, you went. Oh, you're waiting for the 339s. Okay, so you're just kind of waiting for the sweep here for the move back up. I mean, I thought we would move down eventually, but man, I did not expect it to sell this off this fast. If we can break back above that previous day low, we may get another push to the top side. Yeah, I didn't expect this to dump all the way to 250. With the accounts I need, what the accounts that I'm using right now, you got to make $3,600 if you're on a 50K, and what do you want to call it? 2,600 if you're on a 50K or 25K. So I've already hit payout once on this account. So now I just need to make like another $1,000. And I think right now I need right at $775 for another payout on the 50K. The 25K, I still need 900. Right now on my 50K, I have 52,826 in there, and I got to get to 3,600. And the 25K, I'm at 25,650, and I got to get to 2,600, so I still need another 950 on that one. And it takes a little bit. Oh. Whew. I wouldn't really be in the long unless we can kind of print back above the previous day low. Still got 2 minutes left on this. Nope. Oh, yeah, we already said that. Yeah, we missed it short. You're looking for entry long. We're pushing back into that previous day low, which is at the 87s. And that's kind of what you want to see break above if you're long bias. But the only thing is, man, we got so many wicks sitting there at the 300s. I don't know how much farther we push up through there. Nice 5-minute candle, though. All right, about to have a new 5-minute candle. The pivot is sitting at 302. You know, you're saying 260 is a safer buy. It says you're long at 2,500. Yeah, we need to wait for that first hit on the 300s here to kind of see what happens with the 24,300s. Let's see. How can we trade RN? Probably the cheapest way to trade would probably be Bulanox. I know it's a little difficult to set up on NinjaTrader. The easiest charts to set up to me is probably a trade of 8. That would be the easiest. Nice rejection off the 300 there, guys. Like I said, if you look to the left, you can see that you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 candles. So about 30 minutes of a consolidation. Right now, guys, we're not in any position. We're just kind of sitting on the sidelines. We got stopped out from our short once we lost those 30 levels up there. Which I'm glad it did stop us out because there's no way I could have withstood 80 points of drawdown. Still got a minute left on this next 5-minute candle. I didn't know if we were going to hold this like previous day low here. So if we print below that and kind of wick into it, maybe we'll get the push back down here. And I haven't really pulled fib on this to see where the 50% is either. All right, you got 10 seconds left on this next candle here. For longs, you kind of want to see us hold this previous day low here. Well, looks like it's holding. Is there anybody in a longer short right now? So, I mean, it did give us a nice little wick test, but I just wasn't sure. I mean, it's so hard for me to log into the whole numbers. No, I'm sorry. This is the 5-minute charts. You're in long, David. I like the longs. It's just I have a hard time longing up into the whole numbers. So it's just hard for me to take that. So it's, oh, excuse me, cold chills. We're on the 5 minutes. I've been getting killers these last few days. Nice. Like I said, if the longs hold, I don't mind the longs here above the previous day low. I mean, the previous day low here is I don't mind the longs. I'm not looking for anything right now. It's really hard to trade against around the previous day low because usually we get a lot of like back and forth price action. So it's really tough to trade right here. We're about to have a brand new 5-minute candle in what, 50 seconds? $30 seconds. Five seconds. A lot of times, if we sweep that previous candle, most of the time it's probably going to move to the top side. And this price action is usually like this anytime that we're around the previous day low or high. I don't know if you guys ever noticed that. Most of the time we're looking for like some type of a support and resistance. Probably like 4, maybe 5, and a few denials. That's from breaking rules. You lost 6 accounts this week, David, or last week? Top Step, I haven't really traded them in a long time. I don't really do I do have Apex accounts, but I don't ever talk about them just because I don't use their affiliate information no more, so I don't really advertise them anymore. Yeah, I bet it was trading Top Step probably since the very, very beginning. Not Top Step, Apex. I'm sorry, Apex. I don't know why I said Top Step. When I first started trading, Top Steps was a little too expensive for me, because they used to be like $100 back in the day till they finally started lowering their stuff down. I'm pretty. I mean, they're a little bit more affordable these days, but I remember back in the day they used to be like $100 a pop. But I don't have any issues with, either one of the prop firms. I think it's just whatever rules fits your trading style. I think that's one of the most important things when you're trading with prop firms. Just make sure the rules fit your trading style. Dude, we're still freaking around this previous day close. Our previous day low here, guys. $25 seconds for a brand new 5-minute candle here. I thought that was going to be the push down. You said you're ready to drive the next week. Is there anybody in a trade right now? Is everybody sitting on the sideline? I don't like the trade here unless we can kind of get it back above the 300s. What time is it? Anyway, I haven't even kept up with the time this evening. It's already 10 o'clock. What's up, man? How are you doing? So right now we're at the previous day low. We're just kind of waiting to see if we can push back up there above the 300s. Then maybe we can look for another entry. But we would need to get back above the 300s here. We also have a pivot sitting at 302, guys. You said you're new to the prop firm trading. If we can break the 302s here, I feel like we get another push to the top side. We just got to get back above 300s. Still struggling a little bit to move up there. What it is, we have all these like down candles here. So I think it's just going to take a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to be able to last that, stay on here that long because it's already kind of late for myself. Oh, you like to use the MACD with the pivots? So we took 2 trades tonight. We took that first one. Every one hit the initial target, but that last one, we got hit on that 30 level. Once we lost that 30 level back up at the top side. So we got 40 seconds left. We're about to have a new candle here. DG Central. Oh, shoot. Whew, we're still printing below the previous day low. We still yet to get that 75 pullback. Is there anybody in a position right now? Is anybody looking for longs? Hmm. You're in a long? Nice. You said you're in a long or short? Long, oh, okay. I like the longs here, especially if we get back above 300s. That's what I was kind of waiting on to see if we can break back above the 300s here. But we kind of been on the struggle bus. Oh, you're in 4 minis? I had quite a bit of a drawdown on 4 minis. You're already in a buy. Like the long. Nice. I like the long too if we're back above 300s. I feel like we have to get through this consolidation here to move higher. The previous day low bull wicks, a lot of absorption at the bottom. You're going to wait for more confirmation? Let's see what gold's doing. Woo. Gold's already had a nice little sell-off over here. We need to get the pullback to the 75. Then maybe we'll get a bounce after the 75. What is Methodical Man? Oh, Methodical Man shorting the ES. This is pretty normal for the Asia market to get these big moves, then just kind of just stop and consolidate for the next hour or so. All right, another 5-minute candle. Holy goodness, man. We've already on what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-minute candles. That means for the last 25 minutes, we've just been sitting in this area, consolidating sideways. We'll hang out for a few more minutes, guys, to see if we're going to get the move up or down. I'm just kind of curious which way we're going to move here. Because I wanted to long if we got back above the 300s, kind of back through that consolidation zone, but don't know if we'll get the opportunity to. Because I don't want to sit here for another freaking, hour just waiting for us to move back up through there. Yeah, I mean, we've already been on here for three hours already. I didn't even know it's been that long, but it's already been 3 hours. And I think most of you guys are looking for longs, right? Yeah, I didn't even realize that. I lost track of time. Yeah, because we started at 7, Chris. Oh, yeah, we'll be backing up and ready by then. We'll be about 10 coffees in. Myth kicked you out. Yeah, he has to get his beauty sleep, I think. Like I said, we're probably not going to take any more trades, but we're just going to sit here and just watch. I'm just kind of curious if it gets through the 300s here. Oh, I'm not going to be waving. Oh, goodness. Oh, here we go. You got a long limit sitting up there. This should go straight up now. Nice long off that previous day low. Nice if you stayed in the long. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me tonight. And we will be back in the morning at 9 o'clock. Thank you, guys. I don't even know where. Oh, just in the nick of time for that to close.